In this video, we'll be going over 10 tips for beginners and a couple for advanced players in Killing Floor 3. First up on our list is that the fastest way to grind experience points in order to level up your classes is that you'll want to be doing the hardest difficulty you can and clearing that difficulty at a reasonable rate. That means doing something like Hell on Earth mode, even if you can clear it consistently. If you can't clear it fast enough, it's just not worth doing. For most players, hard mode is going to be the way to go, but if you have a good squad of friends, then Hell on Earth might be a viable option. Up next is that you want to be sliding as much as possible, and if you can, you'll want to mix some jumps in towards the end of your slide in order to maintain your movement speed. This is super important, as in the harder difficulties, if you don't dodge incoming attacks, you are simply just going to die within 1 to 2 hits. So try to make sure you're using your dodges and especially using the slides as much as you can. Following that is that you always want to be upgrading your armor instead of repairing it in order to be the most cost efficient that you can be. That's because whenever you upgrade your armor to the next tier, you don't have to pay any repair costs and it fully refreshes the total amount of armor you have. If used correctly, this can save you sometimes upwards of 1,000 dosh, which could mean the difference between getting your best possible weapon or having to settle for something a little bit weaker. Speaking of saving money, that brings us into our next tip today, which is that you want to try to use melee weapons in Wave 1 in order to maximize your ammo savings. This will then help you save money in the future rounds because you won't have to spend as much money on ammunition. I found personally this saves me anywhere from around 200 to 600 dosh by just doing Wave 1 with a knife instead of trying to use my normal weapons. I mean, the first round is already pretty easy no matter what difficulty you're on, so there's really no reason to be using your gun in the first place. After that is that you want to be using your flashlight all of the time. This is not just for graphical reasons, but it's also because of the fact that it is infinite and it helps you spot Zeds better when you're in a dark area. I found in particular when I play on the harder difficulties, it gets pretty crowded and there's a lot of different Zeds trying to take me down, so having that flashlight to clearly illuminate things when I'm in a darker area can be the difference between life and death, and since it has infinite battery like I already said, there's no reason not to do this. Our next one today is that you want to make sure to be using the multi-tool for your 4-slot class item. In case you haven't noticed, there are 6 different specific class items that every class gets. These are things like the ability to close and lock a door, or the ability to confuse nearby zombies so that they'll attack each other. And while all of them do have some usefulness, the engineer's variant is going to be by far and away the best, which is the multi-tool. This will allow you to do things like get free damage from turrets, unlock armor cases to get a full free repair on your armor, activate unique traps around every map, and best of all, use the zip lines, which are incredibly overpowered and can easily save your life when used properly. Next up is that you have unlimited sprint in this game, so abuse it. Don't be afraid to run around in circles on the map, reloading your weapon and only turning around to shoot. This is something you just need to be doing no matter what, and if you can mix in some slides in there, you definitely should be doing so, as you can also reload while you're sliding. Just be careful though, as you cannot reload whenever you vault over an object. Following that is that you want to be using your class specific gadget early in order to save your ammunition in every single round that you play. In case you don't know what a gadget is, that is your unique class ability that every class has. For an example, I like to play the Firebug, and the Firebugs is a big giant AoE that pretty much just kills everything within its range. If used properly, this will allow you to save a huge amount of ammunition and thus save you money, and if the round goes on long enough, some of the class abilities will even reset, allowing you to save even more money in ammunition and therefore letting you get all of the items, weapons, and armor that you want. After that is that you can get resources by simply destroying things around the map. Now, the game teaches you that cameras are the main thing to do this for, and that is correct. However, there are a lot of different things around the map that you can destroy in order to get more parts. For an example, there are small satellite dishes that you can destroy. There are also big giant screens that you can destroy, and my personal favorite is one that everybody seems to miss, and that is that the little red glowing boxes on a door are also things that you can destroy. And our last tip today is that you can actually upgrade your character's passives instead of just getting their base tiers. This can also be done with weapon mods and seems to be something that a lot of players are missing right now and is not necessarily clearly explained to the player. So in order to do this, all you need to do is simply go choose the ability that you've already unlocked and then spend points to upgrade it with the right mouse button if you're on PC. This again can also be done for weapon mods, which is even more important because when you get a weapon mod to tier 3, you unlock a unique ability for that weapon mod, such as more damage for it, more ammunition, more accuracy, or some other unique trait that is specific to that mod. And well guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching our Killing Floor 3 tips video, and we plan on making more content like this if this is something you guys are going to enjoy, so make sure to like and comment down below if this is something you want to see more of. Either way, I'm Game Advisor, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.